You ever book a getaway just to escape the noise of life? No phones, no work, no endless scrolling. Just you, nature, and someone you love. Well, that's exactly what this couple thought they were signing up for. And trust me, the ending is the kind you'll never see coming. So, there's this young guy and his fiancée. They'd been working non-stop, feeling burned out, and thought, why not just disappear for a weekend? No distractions, no technology, just a cozy little cabin in the woods. He searched online and found what looked like the perfect place. It was tucked away, surrounded by forest, but not so far from the city that it felt completely isolated. The listing photos showed this sleek, modern cabin, big windows, wooden walls, everything you'd expect from one of those dream getaways you see on Instagram. So he booked it, paid online, and when the weekend came, they packed their bags, jumped in the car, and headed off. When they finally pulled up, the owner was there waiting for them. At least, that's who he said he was. He looked to be in his early 30s, friendly enough. He gave them the whole walkthrough, how the cooling system worked, the security lock, handed them the key, and then left. And at first, everything was perfect. The first day felt like a dream. They changed into swimsuits, went down to the nearby lake, swam until they were exhausted, lay out in the sun together. Afterwards, they headed back, showered, cooked dinner, laughed over a silly board game of Monopoly, and even ended the night with a romantic movie. But then something strange happened. She noticed a piece of her clothing had gone missing. Nothing dramatic, just a small piece, but you know that gut feeling when something's off? She searched everywhere, her bag, the bathroom, under the bed. Nothing. He tried to calm her down, said she probably misplaced it, but she couldn't shake the unease. And here's where the night took a darker turn. Later that evening, while she was in the bathroom, she suddenly screamed. Loud. The kind of scream that makes your blood freeze. He ran in, thinking maybe there was a spider or something, but what he saw made his stomach drop. She was pointing at the wall. At first, it looked like nothing, just wallpaper. But when he stepped closer, he saw it. A section of the wallpaper wasn't sticking right, and when he tapped it, it didn't sound solid. It sounded hollow. He peeled a bit back, and behind it wasn't a real wall at all. Just a thin wooden board. Something inside him said, "Don't wait to find out." He grabbed her, snatched his phone and the car keys, and they ran full speed out of that cabin. They didn't even stop to pack their bags. Straight into the car, straight to the nearest police station. And what the police found when they went back with him, that's when the real nightmare began. Behind that flimsy wooden wall was a secret room. Small, cramped, but packed with equipment. Dozens of surveillance monitors, all connected to tiny hidden cameras scattered throughout the cabin. The bathroom, the bedroom, even the living room where they'd been laughing, playing, thinking they were safe. Their entire day had been watched. Recorded. The police later discovered that the cabin didn't even belong to the man they'd met. It was owned by a wealthy older gentleman who hadn't visited in years due to poor health. A homeless drifter had broken in, taken over the place, and converted it into his own twisted operation. He'd set up the hidden room, installed cameras, and recorded every couple, every family, every person who rented the cabin, then sold the footage to underground websites. It had been going on for months, maybe years. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first heard this story, I got goosebumps. Because think about it. The couple wasn't imagining things. That missing piece of clothing, probably taken by the guy to, keep as a trophy. The cabin had been a trap, Not haunted, not cursed. Just something even worse. And here's the part that gets me. They'd laughed, they'd danced, they'd shared private moments in what they thought was their safe space. Meanwhile, someone had been sitting just a few feet away, watching. In the end, the website they booked through gave them a refund and apologized. The police filed an official report, and they did recover some of the recordings. But here's the thing. Once something's online, is it ever really gone? So the next time you rent a cabin or even a hotel room, take a second to look around. Tap the walls, check the smoke detectors, cover that weird glowing red dot on the TV. Because honestly, you'll never really know who's watching. And I've got to ask you this. Would you still stay in a cabin like this if you found out something was a little off? Or would you leave everything behind and run like they did? Let me know in the comments. Click that bell. That way, when the corridor opens again, you'll be the first to hear it calling.